So previous chapter we have seen about the organs of the immune system, wherein we have seen several organs which is involved in the immune systems like lymph nodes, lymphatic vessels, bone marrow, thymus, spleen, liver, blood, etc. So today in this next chapter we are going to see about the cells of the immune system. So basically cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism or all living things. So immune system, it is also goes through in the cells. So several cells are responsible for the immune system working. So examples are T cells or T lymphocytes, B cells or B lymphocytes, and NK cells, natural killer cells, monocytes, macrophages, neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, mast cell, and dendritic cells. So these are all involved in both red blood cells and white blood cells. So coming to the cells of the immune system, it is also having bone marrow. So most of the cells of the immune systems developed from the hematopoietic stem cells, which is categorized under the bone marrow, and stem cells. So stem cells, it is having the potential to develop and mature into different cells of the immune system. So stem cells, it is present in the fetus in which if the mother is affected in any of the disease condition, these fetus which sends the stem cells through placenta, and it thus cures the infection of the mother during the pregnancy time. And thymus, it is previously we have seen, it is located in the chest, which instructs the immature lymphocytes to become the mature T cells. And B cells, it is arise from the bone marrow, so B, and it is differentiated into plasma cells, and mainly B cells involved in the production of antibodies, and the antibodies is also called as immunoglobulins. So B cells is mainly responsible for the antibody production. And coming to the cytotoxic T cells, this T cells will mature in the thymus gland, and it is mainly responsible for killing any cells infected with virus or bacteria or any microorganism, which thus kills the antigens. And the helper T cells, it helps the T cells and B cells to perform their function. So majorly T cells is of two types, TH cells and TC cells, where TH cells stands for helper T cells and TC cells stands for cytotoxic T cells, where helping T cells is helper T cells, where it kills all the antigens is called as cytotoxic. Cytotoxic in the sense cyto cells, toxic kill. So cells, any type of antigen cells, it is killed by the cytotoxic T cells. And plasma cells, these cells develop from the B cells, and these cells that makes the immunoglobulin or antibodies. And immunoglobulins, it is highly specialized protein molecules, it is also called as antibodies, and these antibodies have the antigen receptor, so it binds all the antigens in its body, such as polio, like a lock and key model. So like enzyme and substrate, it is also having immunoglobulin is also having receptor in which the antigen is bind only with that receptors and fits like a lock and key model. Then red blood cells, it mainly carries oxygen from the lungs to the tissue in the bloodstream. So red blood cells contains the hemoglobin protein, which acts as the oxygen transpiration. And neutrophils, it is also called as polymorphonuclear cells or PMN. It is also a type of white blood cells, which is also ingest all types of microorganism, and it just kills them through the process called phagocytosis. And monocytes, it is developed into cells as macrophages, and like neutrophils, macrophages also ingest and kill germs via phagocytosis. Platelets, it is the small cells in the bloodstream, and it is important mainly for blood clotting. So platelets involved in several clotting factors, and this platelets is responsible for the blood clotting. And dendritic cells, these instruct the T cells or T lymphocytes on what to attack. So what are the microorganisms which comes in our body? So this dendritic cells will instruct them what to attack, and it is also known as antigen presenting cells. Okay.